Excuse me.
Good evening, respected guests, members of the community, staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. I am absolutely honored to be standing here today representing the graduating class of 2018. Graduation is a time of reflecting on the past and looking onward to the future. It is the time that we, as graduates, get together for one last hurrah before moving on to bigger and better adventures. This year, we have a very unique and exceptional group of students who are graduating. We have been through so much together and have changed and grown in ways we have yet to recognize. This year, we had many challenges that we had to face. Deciding which high schools we want to go to, waiting for acceptance letters, and in the midst of all of that, handing in all of our assignments on time, while also competing for the most late slips accumulated in 1 year. I'm pretty sure I won, but for some of us, it was a close competition. Saying that grade 8 was challenging is an understatement, but as Drake likes to say it, we made it. Some words of wisdom from Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You're the guy who will decide where to go. It's kind of ironic that he is a role model for education because his books don't always have the best grammar, and he makes little to no sense half the time. And yet he is often the first introduction to literacy we have. However, I'm pretty sure what he says here today is understandable. In the first line he says, we have brains in our heads. I'm pretty sure we all have them, right? But sometimes it feels like there's nothing in there, especially during tests. With that aside, he's trying to tell us that there are many paths we can take. We are the only ones who can choose what to do with their lives. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. For the most part, that's true, except for one obstacle, parents. We may not always appreciate your words of wisdom, we may not always agree with your decisions, but in the long run, we know you will always support us. Fellow classmates, some of you may become professional athletes, while others may be singers, rappers, or even doctors. Well, it doesn't really matter, as long as you're happy with who you have become, able to pay the rent, and making your parents happy by not living with them anymore. This year, we've all had many opportunities to experience being more independent. Experiences are important, and it is good to have both good and bad ones, because there's always something to learn from them. Whether you decide doing your homework last minute and stay up the whole night with the consequence of receiving a low mark, or pulling it together and handing everything in on time, you still learn something no matter what, and it's your decision what you do with what you learn, so make sure it counts. This year was pretty ridiculous, especially my class. Sometimes we were so quiet, the teachers got frustrated because no one was answering questions, especially during health class. And sometimes we got so loud, the teachers really asked themselves, am I really getting paid enough for this? Sadly, the answer to that is no. We can go from being the best class in the school into trying to watch Tupi and Binu while Miss Stevens is explaining World War I to us. So, I would like to thank the teachers who have put up with us this year. One of the things I learned this year is that when it mattered, we were able to come together as a team. The grade 8s are infamously known for not really pitching in. This year, we didn't really do anything towards school fundraising. In fact, we raised $0.